Hey there! Today you're going to see me create my April setup. I hope you enjoy it. The theme of the setup will be oh hello! Hey baby! And I went for a butterfly theme this time, and these small dainty flowers. I was heavily inspired by the beautiful nature outside. And I remember to use my gouache paints. I keep forgetting that I have them, but this time I am very glad that I did use them because I really like how it turned out. Really quickly before I show you my April setup, I want to share with you that I launched an Etsy shop and I am very excited about this journey. I don't know where this will take me, but I work really hard for providing new designs. Right now, I'm going to sell only digital work, and I have two listings already. They're for designs for smartphone home screen and wallpaper. And that's it for this little announcement. Let's start with the April setup. For the first page, I decided to draw a very simple design of a butterfly surrounded by leaves which form a circle. I also added two small flowers. As I mentioned in the intro before, I used my gouache paints, and for adding details, I opted for my Posca white pen and a black gel pen. The next page is the place where I can write down important events which are going to happen during the month. On the right, I drew three butterflies and very minimal flowers because I felt without them the page was very empty. I used several coats of paint to achieve the opacity that I wanted. On the left, I just wrote the days of the month with a black gel pen, and that completes the page. Moving on the next page, which is super simple as well, I did a small calendar. However, I think for the next month, I will make it cover 2 pages because it's rather small and there is no enough space to write down. I forgot to place the days of the week on top, but that's okay. I will add them later. Oh, and I have to mention something very important. I have a ruler, and it's much easier than a piece of paper. To complete the page, I added the flowers just under the calendar, and on the right side, I made a pattern and a list where I can keep track of my tasks and work. I didn't like the design of the horizontal lines. It felt very crowded. And I remember that in the previous setup for March, I used paint samples. I didn't have the exact shade of blue that I wanted, but I used what I had and it turned out really interesting, I think. Next two pages are my mood and habit tracker setups. I am very proud how the mood tracker design turned out. In the middle is this huge butterfly surrounded by leaves. I will color each leaf according to the mood and my feeling each day. This time for the little legend, I decided to write down the moods instead of little faces. The habit tracker is very simple, again with the flowers in the middle, and on each side I did small calendars. I wrote down some habits which are different from the ones in March, like practicing my Chinese. I used to learn Chinese at school and then I went to study in a Chinese university. I would love to start practice again. It's very easy to forget something that you don't practice anymore. That is why I want to invest some time to write and read. Long ago, I bought this Chinese book for drawing face expressions and body poses, and I'd love to start learning from it about drawing and Chinese. The last two pages are my weekly spread, and I used the same leaf design which I used for the first page. And I drew four little butterflies flying up in the middle. And finally, I added the days of the week, and the last section is a little to-do list. And that completes my April setup. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of my illustrations and DIY journey, you can check my Instagram. Please subscribe, that helps a lot, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.